Hey guys, it's Colby and I'm back. I'm very sorry for this long delay. This was meant to come out a while ago, but things just sort of happened and like I got kind of sick, work kept calling, all that. Anyway, so I'm kind of introducing Zombie Control. Now, some of these cards I will note that you can exchange them out for cheaper variants. I'm just sort of playing with what I see is a little bit stronger for this deck right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Right now we have two copies of Dude King Bedrock. This is the main point of the deck, the thing that's going to help control. If this card's in the graveyard while a field spell is on the field, you can just bring it back during any standby phase, and then once per chain, you can activate one of two effects, which is to negate that effect or banish one monster from the field or graveyard. It can be quite powerful. Next we have Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Typically you want to probably only have one and run two copies of Vampire Fraulein, but I have two copies in here mostly because as a kid this was one of my first few cards that I got my hands on, so it has a little bit more value to me. You can tribute summon this attack position by tributing one zombie monster, and then when this card destroys a zombie monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that zombie monster. It can be helpful for filling your field, and you can use it for links or synchro summoning, but overall, with 2400 attack and 2000 defense, can be really helpful. Next is Vampire Fraulein. For zombies, this is actually quite powerful. When a monster declares attack, you can special summon this card in your hand defense position, and then its effect allows you to pay life points in multiples of 100, and then depending on how much you spend, your monster's attack and defense will be increased by that much. You can go by a max of 3000. Next is Endless Decay. Again, this is one of the first few cards I ever got, and with this card, when this card's normal special summon, this card's attack becomes half the opponent's life points. It would be very helpful if you get out early. Next is two copies of Necro Banshee. This is going to help you get Zombie rolled out, which again will chain off to Doom King. Just if this card's on the field or graveyard, you can banish it and then activate Necro Valley from your hand or deck directly. Next, we have one copy of Zombie Master. Once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one low 4 or lower zombie monster in the graveyard, special summon the target. This would be good for getting some of your other cards back, like Gozuki, Unizombie, just multiple different cards you can always bring back. Gozuki, very helpful card. During your main phase, you send one zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. Send Doom King that once you already have zombie rolled out, or if you can, use him to send Necro Banshee to the graveyard, then use Necro Banshee's effect to get out Zombie World. And then you can banish one zombie monster from your graveyard except Gozuki, and special summon one zombie monster from your hand. So it can overall be a really helpful card. Next, we have three copies of Mizuki. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one zombie monster in your graveyard. You can special summon that target. Next, we have two copies of Goblin Zombie. Now, not many people might agree with this, but I put it in here just for the searchability. I can add one zombie monster with 2000 or less defense from my deck to your hand once this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. So I can go out here and get my Unizombie, my Mizuki, my Gozuki, Endless Decay, Necro Banshee. You can get multiple cards that you need with the Goblin Zombie. Next, we have three copies of Glow of Bloom. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish it from your graveyard. And then you can add a level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. And then if the zombie world's in the field zone, you can actually special summon it instead. Run two copies of Book of Life. You can target one zombie monster in the graveyard and one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon the first target, also banish the second one. One copy of Raigeki. For those who want to run more of a budget deck, you can switch out Raigeki for Dark Hole. One copy of Terraforming. Again, this can help find your zombie world. One Foolish Burial. Three copies of Twin Twisters, which you can exchange for MST if you really wish. Two copies of Super Polymerization. Two copies of Call of the Mummy. Call of the Mummy allows you to special summon one zombie monster from your hand, but you must control no monsters to activate and resolve this effect. Of course, three copies of Zombie World. One copy of Solomon Strike, and one copy of Solomon Warning. For the extra deck, it's really up to you. The only main cards you're really going to need are Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon and Vampire Sucker. Those two can really help out. I'm not sure why I still have you guys in here. You were from before, so we can go and get those. For me, though, I have Dragon Necro, Another Soul Dragon. He's quite powerful with 3000 attack. Whenever he attacks a monster, that monster's attack becomes 0. that monster is still face up in the field, you special one Dark Soul token, which is equal to that monster's attack. Can be quite powerful to help you get more tokens and more damage to your opponent. Next, this is more meant if you can get it out. I highly doubt you can really get out with this deck unless you are able to save Unizombie from being destroyed. But if you can, this can be really helpful. You can destroy by battle or card effects. Other monsters you control cannot attack, but once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Any battle damage your opponent takes from attacks involving this card is turned to halved. Also change the monster attack to 0, and if you do, you gain life points equal to its original attack. It can be quite devastating when it's on the field. Next, we have Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. It gains 100 attack for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards, and then when another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. Next is Vampire Sucker. Vampire Sucker is really helpful in this deck. It's one of the key cards in this deck, but it's like 16 bucks a piece, I believe. It takes 2 zombie monsters, and if you attribute a monster or monsters for a tribute summon, you can tribute zombie monster or monsters your opponent controls. This obviously chains off with Zombie World. Next, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's field in defense position, but it becomes a zombie monster. Its second effect would then chain off of that. If a zombie monster or monsters is special summoned from either graveyard, draw 1 card. This deck is really good for control and can be overall quite helpful. So let's go ahead and actually start using it. Let me show you guys how it works. There is a slight break to it in my opinion, and I'm still trying to figure that out completely. But if you know the deck, you can really just avoid it in general. Let's see what we have. Alright, we'll go ahead and set Solemn Warning, Books Live. We'll get Necro Banshee out in the field. Then, yeah, let's go to our end phase right there. Because I have an idea what I want to really do in the end. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Just destroy it. Oh, sweet. Wait, was that max during your use of this card for each turn? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. So now this is what I'm going to do. Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Oh. I guess I can just banish this. Oh. Okay, well. Here's what I'm going to do then. Book of Life, Zombie Necro Dragon, and we'll just banish this. Sweet. We'll set the Super Fall Mutation, go to our battle phase, go ahead and attack. And the opponent's already down to 100 life points left. Is that Harpy Feather Duster? Oh no. Alright. Go ahead and get Terraforming out. Infinite Permanence, okay. Battle phase, attack. Alright. That was honestly kind of a bad battle. We just sort of did negates and nothing was really shown of how the deck really works. Alright. With the zombie deck, you would always typically want to go first. Oh, this is a really good hand. Yeah, we can work with this. Oh, we can definitely work with this. Alright. Well, we'll activate this, get our Doom King out in the field, get Necro Banshee, activate its effect, and just go ahead and get Zombie rolled out into the field. Because why not? Now they destroy Doom King, he'll just come right back, and it's just gonna be constant. Ah, you're kidding me. Yep, it can't really do anything. Actually, if I really wanted... Wait, I think... No, it takes 2 non-tuner. Okay. Let's just go get Gozuki out. Use Gozuki's effect. Send... Where is it? Necro Banshee. Use this. Use his effect. Banish all monster from the field to graveyard. Go ahead and banish that. Get Zombie roll down the field. Let's get Vampire Sucker. Let's go Zuki graveyard. Again, you can banish one Zombie monster from your graveyard, so Zuki special one Zombie monster from your hand. No, let's not do that. Then we'll use Vampire Sucker effect. Get this back onto the field. We would then draw a card. Set Summon Warning. Battle phase. Get rid of it. Then go to our end phase. Now, Doom King's back. What's this? Oh yeah, no. Sometimes I always just kind of slightly forget what I place down. I know it's not. I really shouldn't be doing that, but it happens. No. Oh no, there goes my Vampire Sucker. What do we want to do? Let's go and get Uni Zombie out. Activate Uni Zombie, summon from the deck to the graveyard, increase level by 1. Let's increase their level by 1. Just so we can use Doom King's effect, and then banish it. Send Glow of Bloom to the graveyard. Bloom's effect. Nope. We'll go ahead and get Endless Decay. There we go. I could get Vampire Sucker if I really wanted it. Nah, let's just go ahead and end it from here. So as you guys can see, we just sort of, after a while, the deck just sort of takes control and can attack, negate, or banish as much as it pleases. It's such a powerful deck if you know what you're doing. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have a great day. Comment down below what type of decks you guys want to see. For the one person that posted Guard Dragon, I believe I have it in here still. Let me see it. Yep, it's right here. I have made it. I'm just sort of making sure that I'm playing it correctly before I upload it, and so I don't make myself look like a fool. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the video, and peace.